Let me tell you a story, a collection of stories, some tragic and some triumphant, of a man seeking technological goods acquired through digital platforms with minimal financial impact. Okay, I'm a cheapskate and bought some low-quality stuff on eBay. This all started in 2015, going away to college and actually having to buy stuff. My phone was 8 gigabytes, average for the time, but with the operating system hogging half and apps another gig, there was precious little for photos, let alone video. So I hopped on eBay and managed to find a great 64 gigabyte micro SD card for only $11. So great, my friend Lau decided to up his phone game and get one when I told him about it. I made my first real video about M&Ms on my phone, all thanks to the SD card. But a year went by and I noticed videos I transferred occasionally got corrupted. I couldn't even tell which ones without opening each video to see if it played. I tried formatting multiple times, connecting the SD card directly to my computer instead of my phone cable, but things kept randomly getting corrupted and I just gave up and got a $15 one from Amazon. I caved and went with the bees. Oh no, not the bees! Oh no, not the bees! My first, but far from last, misjudged eBay purchase. Chapter 2. Earbuds. That's 4. You're 4. No, I'm 22. That's true. My friend has trouble finding earbuds that fit, but finally found a good pair at the store. They were pricey, and I told her I could likely find them online for less. 10 minutes later, I found a new pair on eBay, $15 cheaper, which I ordered. But then the seller contacted me to apologize and said they actually only had the iPhone version, mistakenly listed as Android. These earbuds had volume controls, and I knew they probably wouldn't be compatible because my primary auditory listening devices are these Apple EarPods, and the volume buttons do nothing on my Android phone. I'm glad the seller proactively reached out because I passed on the Apple ones, got a refund, and found actual Droid ones for a few bucks more. Ultimately not a loss, but not as big a steal, and took longer. On to dehumidifiers, because I'm a troll and live in the basement. August 2018, I decided I needed to spend a few hours over the course of the week trolling the internet and settled on a 70-pint Danby dehumidifier. No, 70 pints is not the capacity, as I naively thought. It refers to how much moisture it can remove in a day. 70 pints is over 8 gallons, which would be a humongous unit. It had great pictures, maybe too great, and was only $50 when everything else was $100 and above. It was buy it now, so I bought it then. But then the next day eBay informed me I'd purchased something from a compromised account. See, they're not even a registered seller anymore. They refunded me the money, but I was back to square one. After more searching, I went with a lightly used model for $70, which I bought on August 20th. On the 24th, I got an email explaining why it hadn't shipped, but it was odd. Let's see, do I still... Ha ha ha! Yes! This should be good. Dear Patullo, that was my eBay username. I apologize for the delay. My husband fell and had to go to the hospital period. I am just now able to catch up on emails and text. Capital, please give me a day or two spelled, not number, and I will send your tracking information, period, ASAP, ASAP lowercase. Thanks, uppercase, Hasek. But it's from Rex Hassel, couldn't even spell his own name. Lul. That should have tipped me off. But I was patient, waited from the 24th to the 1st before responding. There still wasn't any tracking info on eBay, and this seemed like a civil response. I gave it another week and a bit, till the 10th, before sending another email. Nothing. You know, I thought about blurring their email, but this scammer straight up ghosted me, so have at 'em. Rex Hasek Hassel. It's an AOL address. Who even are you? I waited another week, submitted a claim, and got a refund on the 19th. I just looked back on my PayPal history, and turns out it was a $70 item with $74 in shipping. Why the $50 original one stood out. I'd had enough of eBay, for now, and decided to go with my backup. A refurbished one from 3 Gorillas had bookmarked in my original research, but after my 2 eBay scams, it was out of stock. So I had to start over, but this time limiting myself to just one website. I got this for $170, but I swear in August the out-of-stock one was only $150. This purchase did ship, and works great, but took yet another week, or 2. All said and done, this was nearly 2 months of hassle, all for something I really needed in the summer. Continuing my eBay escapades, it's time to talk about mice. Of the digital kind. This story begins in 2012. My friend showed me this beast, the Performance Mouse MX, which is so satisfying to hold. I got one from Newegg that lasted until fall 2016, when it randomly started double-clicking, even when I carefully tapped it from afar. Maybe it was depressed. Depress the button. I got it. This made dragging to select text impossible, because even holding down the button would trigger a second click sometimes and unselect everything. I decided to go with the sequel, the MX Master, usually $99, but I found this one on eBay for only $38. This was my first eBay auction, and I groggily woke up at 3:30 a.m. to place the winning bid. It said refurbished, but came in bad packaging, and I could tell it was used and straight up mismarketed. I complained to the seller, who offered a refund, but I decided to keep it since it was literally 60% off. I now had 2 mice, but no cats. 1 for my desk, and I kept the inconsistent double clicker in my backpack. This lasted a year. Then my new mouse started developing problems. You can remap these buttons to anything you want, including keyboard shortcuts, and somehow it was starting to create random keyboard shortcuts all the time, overwhelming my keyboard and rendering it unresponsive. But I didn't know that. I thought my external keyboard had finally kicked the bucket, but no. Then maybe drivers? But only rebooting seemed to fix it. Temporarily. I happened to disconnect everything, including powering off my mouse. And poof, everything was fixed! I tried uninstalling the Logitech software, reconfiguring the mouse, but every time I turned it on it would kill the keyboard. I went back to this poor old thing, a wired mouse I'm pretty sure I used as a kid in the early 2000s. But I keep coming back to it every time my fancy mice die. By fall 2018, I was sick of the cord and wanted 2 wireless mice again. But when I got what I thought was a Bluetooth wireless gaming mouse, it came with a stupid USB receiver! The receiver was in the picture on Newegg, but the specs said Bluetooth wireless. I pointed it out and they refunded with shipping. Logitech has a few actual Bluetooth mice, but they're all tiny except for the MX series, and I wasn't going back. So I turned to eBay and got 2 cheap USB wireless gaming mice. I dealt with the annoyance of switching receivers, but then 6 months later in March 2019, one just straight up stopped working and only lit up when charging. So I'm back to just 1. Not as big a deal anymore as I'm not taking my laptop to class, so 2 mice isn't crucial. But this story is a bit incomplete, and I honestly don't know where to turn. Is a truly Bluetooth wireless gaming mouse out of the realm of possibility? We'll see.